Well, certainly Ajit Pai's Christmas came early this year when net neutrality was officially repealed and Verizon and the other top telecommunications providers got exactly what they wanted. Now, with net neutrality out of the way, the next battle over telecommunications can begin. Now, on February 3rd, there is a new plan by the FCC to redesignate data that you use on your cell phone, like cell phone data, to be broadband internet. Essentially, as it is right now, the FCC defines a broadband connection as 25 megabits download speeds and 3 megabits upload minimum. Now, the new proposal would essentially keep those guidelines, but add all cell phone data as a part of that. Because when you use data on your phone, according to Ajit Pai and the rest of the FCC, apparently, that's the same thing as going online and connecting to the internet from your computer at home. Now, one of the things this does is make internet coverage look bigger than it actually is. Many communities far out from the cities don't really have much of an internet connection, but they do have a cell phone service. They can get data through their phones, which is usually tremendously expensive. Usually a lot more expensive than using the internet at home, where there's frequently, unlimited plans. Now, one of the things that critics are saying is that what this will do is getting data from your phone. Let's say you don't have an internet, but you can get the internet on your phone through your cell phone provider. You're now classified as having access to broadband internet, which means your community isn't going to get federal funding money to build up the infrastructure for you to be able to get internet or to modernize your internet. So you can see kind of the problem here, but the thing is, why really do this? I mean, why do that? Wouldn't the telecommunications companies be better off having you as a customer and giving them money rather than do this to avoid having you as a customer? Now, what this is really about, where the real whole scam of this really lies, is in tax deduction. Scam. Now, a while ago, Verizon did this in New Jersey. They were promised $15 billion in tax incentives if they could give 100% coverage of FiOS in New Jersey, in other words, fiber optics. Now, Verizon failed to get the job done, and as they failed to do it but still got the tax incentives, a bunch of lawsuits broke out. Now, they, of course, wield a great deal of political influence. Essentially, they came to an agreement whereby cell coverage counted as broadband internet. And because cell phone coverage is 100% in a place as developed as New Jersey, that means they made it 100%. That counted. So they were able to keep their money, but not deliver on their obligation to get it. So essentially what's happening is they're going to get their tax breaks for getting internet service out. The government said, hey, if you can build the infrastructure to get internet service to all these communities, we will give you tax breaks. Well, you see, now they're not going to give the infrastructure because they can just count the cell phone data as being broadband internet. And now it technically counts as them having lived up to their obligations, and now they're going to get their tax breaks. Now, a lot of these companies in the 1990s made promises that they were going to build up much of the infrastructure in many communities around the United States. And in return, they would get cell phone internet access to many of these places, and they would make money off of it. But the point was, they promised to do it. Now, a great portion of that development doesn't have to be done. That money, a portion of that money that they promised to use for development, can now just go right into their pockets. So money that was going to be used to build up or even repair the telecommunications infrastructure for the United States is now going to go into the pockets of the corporation itself. That's right, the money that was going to be used to make your internet better is now just going to be a part of their profits that they can now report as being higher than it was the year before. This whole move by the FCC to reclassify cell phone data as broadband coverage is nothing more than an attempt to make the claim that they lived up to their obligations so they can pocket more money and they can get the tax breaks that they argued that they should get from the U.S. government. Thank you for watching. If you like this program, then please head over to my Patreon page and set up a monthly donation. It's your donations that keep this program running. Also, if you would like, please rate, comment, subscribe, and share in various social media.